Hey guys, it's Sequinox here from YGG Esports. Planetfall has been live for around 2 weeks so far, and I've been playing and experimenting with a lot of different decks. Today, I'll be covering Kathari, right? We'll be going through 3 different decks, mainly the first one, a budget build, followed by something that's in the middle, a mid-range build, and lastly, I'll be covering the min-max build for Kathari itself. First off, the budget and mid-range builds will have Neas as their paragon. Nea's Velocity Alpha is a 4-mana 3/5 unit that, upon attack, grants up to 3 units +2/+1 temporarily. However, the strong part lies in its passive, which allows your units to gain a +1/+1 permanently after attacking. So, the budget version of the deck consists of fairly good amount of low-cost units, right? What we are aiming to do here is to just play down cheap units and try to get them to grow with Neos's passive. Right, there's not much difference here in terms of deck list. The only difference that we are adding Conversion Princept, which is a new 1-mana 2/2 unit from Planetfall. Basically, what we are trying to do is just to increase the consistency of drawing early units, because if you get to play down units early on, you get to grow them, and soon the board will run out of control in your favor. As for this deck, it's a budget build, so we are only expecting to go from Plat to Diamond 3 at max with this deck. Moving on to the mid-range build, we are just adding cards to shore up the mid-game over here. With cards like Voice of Europa, which is a 3-mana 3/4 unit, and also Julian Exarator, which is a 5-mana 3/4 unit that gives your clones +2/+1 when it's on the field. The mid-game is a lot stronger than the budget build. Also, we are adding a new card from Planetfall over here, which is called Conversion Centurious, which is a 4-mana 2/3 unit, which has Master. Create 2 1/1 units when it's played. On top of that, when it's on the field, after you bank a unit, you're gonna create a 1/1 unit also. So yeah, it's just a card that allows you to go even wider on the board and have more pesky minions so that your opponent is unable to clean up your field. With the mid-range build, we are expecting you to be able to get to Diamond 1 to Diamond 2, right? Just a little bit shy of the Master rank. And lastly, we have the min-max version of the Kathari deck, which is arguably the strongest deck in Planetfall right now. So the first thing we are going to do is we are going to switch out Neas for Scipius, right? Because of new cards that we're adding into the deck list from here. So notably, we are going to have 3 copies of Hydralis Chamber, right? This is the reason why Scipius is so strong. Because for Scipius, whenever you bank a unit, you are going to create like a 0/1. And what Hydralis Chamber does is that you are able to sacrifice a unit to gain 1 mana for that turn, right? Which kind of allows you to cheat out cards. Let's say it's turn 2, but you kind of have like 3 mana on turn 2. And with that, you'll be able to bring out stronger units earlier than expected, right? So that's the first part of why CP is so strong right now. Other than that, we are gonna have a couple of new cards here. We have Rubicon, which is the ship, Kathari's flagship, right? Super cool. On Master, it copies your entire hand, and whenever another unit dies, what you're gonna do is gonna have another 1/1 in place. And other than that, we also have Conversion Domina, which gives all your conversions battle ready, 3-mana 2/4 unit. The only drawback is that you have to attack with all your conversions, which is honestly not that much of a drawback. And lastly, we have the most problematic card, arguably, right? The reason why this deck is so strong right now, Triumph of Europa. Right, basically this card is a 5-mana effect. Upon casting it, you will mill 3 cards from the top of your deck into your waste. And after that, you can choose any number of units in your waste up to a total cost of 6 mana and play them onto the field. So yeah, basically what it means is that your deck has a crazy amount of gas, infinite amount of gas. Your legendaries, after you use them, if they are sent to the waste, you can always bring them back and use them again. It's pretty crazy, right? But as you can see, the list does have a lot of legendaries, which means this deck is kinda expensive. There are still many other legendaries that you can run. Right now, I think the most significant cut is Otius, but because of just how fast the deck is now, right? And how fast other decks are there too, I've decided to cut Otius to maintain like a lower mana curve. So yeah, there you have it. The strongest deck in the game. If you want to climb ranks, if you want to get to Master fast, this is the deck that you want to play. And that's it for Kathari. I hope the above deck lists that I've shared are able to help you guys have a good idea of how to build Kathari decks in general. And also don't remember, right, there are other cards that you can try out. There are also other ways to play Kathari, namely Aeteo, right? I would encourage those that are more adventurous to try it out. In fact, Triumph Europa is a really good card for Aeteo, allows you to mill a deck faster and activate Aeteo earlier, right? I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And always remember that Planetfall is free to play, right? Parallel is a free to play game. Feel free to just download it, give it a try, and remember to use our referral link somewhere below, right? That will allow you to get some free packs too. And of course, definitely do like and subscribe to stay tuned to our future Planetfall videos. I'll not just be covering Kathari, there'll be more decks upcoming. Definitely, I believe you guys want to listen about Shroud too, right? Shroud has been creating quite a lot of havoc in the meta too. So yeah, till next time, this is Sequinox signing out. Peace.